Hello aviation enthusiasts, Citrus Aviation here today on a really sad note, and today's video is an American Airlines MD80 tribute, hashtag Super 80 Sendoff. So this is a really sad video, and in the background of this entire video you'll be seeing footage and photos that I've gotten of the American MD82s and MD83s taken from 2014 all the way to 2019. This will include my last MD80s I ever saw at both Nashville. I saw two there in March the 18th of 2019, and at Omaha at the airfield, as well as on September the 2nd. I saw November 501 Alpha, the last operational MD82. So you'll be seeing that footage in the background. It'll be chronological order from 2014 all the way to 2019. It's about 5 years now. Which was also interesting enough about the era that the MDs were being retired or slowly phased out of service. But anyway, we are going to go through the aircraft registration, the last services, those aircraft that saw those last services, and then the last flight, and then what's going to happen to the remaining MD80s. So we're going to get started. So first off, we'll get started with a history of the American Airlines MD80s. The MD80 was an aircraft built as the successor to the highly popular Douglas Corporation DC-9. The aircraft started to be developed under Douglas before they merged with McDonnell Aircraft Company to form McDonnell Douglas, and the aircraft was designed to be a stretch frame of the DC-9, and the aircraft was called the Super 80 as it was a stretched DC-9, and it was going to be called 80 series. Basically for the 1980s, they basically wanted to have an aircraft that would be basically the 1980s aircraft. So the very first aircraft was the MD81. Notable customers for that aircraft were Spirit Airlines and Scandinavian Air Service. The MD82 came afterwards, and it was operated by American Airlines, Scandinavian Air Service, and a few others. The MD83 was operated by American Airlines and Scandinavian Air Service. Then, after a couple of years, there was revised versions of the MD80, where there was an attempt made to basically rebrand the DC-9, and that was rebranded as the MD87, and then the full-on length MD80 and MD88. MD87 was operated by Scandinavian Air Service. The MD87 was operated by Scandinavian Air Service. The MD88 was operated by Delta Airlines. And then finally there was the MD90, the last hurrah for the MD80 series, which was operated by Delta Airlines and Japan Airlines and Eva Air. There was a planned MD95, which was to be the final DC-9 successor. However, that eventually did not go into fruition because Boeing acquired McDonnell Douglas Company, and then that became the Boeing 717. So the very first MD80s were delivered to American Airlines in 1983. Perfect timing for the MD83. These aircraft were operated for many years, and one of the reasons why 2019 was picked as the year of retirement, as that was the 36th year of operation. So they wanted to have the aircraft operate all the way through 35 years of operation, and then they end up managing to have it go an entire year more to 36 years. Near the end of service, American Airlines had 29 MD80s. Some were retired before the final day of operation, but we'll go through those. Alright, so we'll start with the aircraft that retired on September the 2nd. There were just three of them: November 9630 Alpha, November 9616 Golf, and November 9617 Romeo. On September the 3rd, 5 MD80s were retired. They were November 9615 Whiskey, November 9621 Alpha, November 501 Alpha, which is the only MD82. The rest were all MD83s. November 9624 Tango, November 96 928 Whiskey, and November 9618 Alpha. And then the rest were all retired on September the 4th. They are November 984 Tango Whiskey, which is an aircraft we'll cover on the last MD flight. November 938 Tango Whiskey, November 982 Tango Whiskey, November 9681 Bravo, November 980 Tango Whiskey, November 979 Tango Whiskey, November 978 Tango Whiskey, November 9677 Whiskey, November 976 Tango Whiskey, November 972 Tango Whiskey, November 971 Tango Whiskey, November 970 Tango Whiskey, November 969 Tango Whiskey, November 968 Tango Whiskey, November 967 Tango Whiskey, November 966 Tango Whiskey, November 965 Tango Whiskey, November 964 Tango Whiskey, November 963 Tango Whiskey, November 962 Tango Whiskey, November 961 Tango Whiskey, and finally November 9629 Hotel. So that's a lot of Tango Whiskeys and numbers. But those were the aircraft retired, and really sad to see them go. They were the last in the 80s. American once operated a giant fleet of these MD-80s. It was just short of 36 years of the MD-80 was operated because they received the very first aircraft in October 1983, and obviously these aircraft retired in early September 2019. So just over 36 years, however, virtually 36 years of operation. Now, at the height of operations in 2009, American Airlines operated 382 MD-80 series aircraft, and a large number of these aircraft, about half of them, came from TWA when American Airlines merged them in the early 2000s. That's why you'll see a bunch of the MD-80s that I'll list. The registrations will have TWs, or they'll have a single letter at the end, and those were formerly TWA aircraft. So most of the MD-80s that American kept to the end, with the exception of one, were all TWA aircraft. And that's because those were some of the last to be delivered. So American Airlines started retirement of the MD-80 series as early as 2009, and they steadily decreased the number of aircraft until they retired 20 of them in September 2016, and then another 20 in 2018, late 2018, and then the final 29 were retired in September 2019. The final routes for the MD-80 were all to DFW. That was their final hub, and they flew to San Antonio, Texas, Omaha, Nebraska, Des Moines, Iowa, Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, which was the longest route for about 2.5-hour flight, New Orleans, Louisiana, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Tulsa, Oklahoma, St. Louis, Missouri, Oklahoma City in Oklahoma, Eggland Air Force Base in New Mexico, Cleveland, Ohio, Wichita, Kansas, Pensacola, Florida, Amarillo, Texas, and Meckinac in New Mexico. Alright, so some of the aircraft's final routes, I was able to get some of them. I don't have all of them down here, but November 961 Tango Whiskey, its last commercial service was to San Antonio, Texas. November 9626 Foxtrot, its last commercial service was to Omaha, Nebraska. November 979 Tango Whiskey, its last commercial service was to Des Moines, Iowa. November 964 TW, and the longest one, to Raleigh-Durham. November 970 Tango Whiskey did the Albuquerque flight. November 971 Tango Whiskey did St. Louis. November 969 Tango Whiskey was the Eggland Air Force Base final flight. And Cleveland, Ohio, and Wichita, Kansas had 2 aircraft, though I think St. Louis also had 2. But the reason for that is both flights stayed overnight and would depart early in the morning. So a lot of routes for airlines will have multiple flights that stay overnight, and then they both depart early in the morning. So that's the case here. Cleveland had November 966 Tango Whiskey and November 9617 Romeo. And Wichita, Kansas had November 965 Tango Whiskey and November 9616 Golf. Pensacola, Florida had November 963 Tango Whiskey. Mequilon, New Mexico had November 9630 Alpha. And Amarillo, Texas had November 9628 Whiskey. So as a special commemoration flight, American Airlines decided to have American Airlines Flight 80 from Dallas, Fort Worth, which is the first American Airlines MD80 route. So that's a really cool special thing. So almost 36 years later, the first route also becomes the last route. This flight, when it was announced back in like June-ish, sold out within less than an hour. So very fast, rapid sellout. The aircraft that was used for the route was November 984 Tango Whiskey, which was delivered to American Airlines in December 1999. It is also the last MD80 series aircraft produced. So that's really sad. It came off the assembly line and was the last one. The factory closed soon thereafter, which is really sad. Fun fact, it took about an hour to board all the passengers just because there were so many nostalgic people taking pictures at the aircraft and taking a really, really long time to board. But that's, kind of cool, kind of the way it is for a commemorative flight. The aircraft left the gate at 9:03 a.m. to taxi to runway 18 left. The taxi took about 25 minutes and the aircraft departed at 9:28 a.m. off of DFW's runway 18 left. The aircraft arrived on runway 22 right at Chicago O'Hare at 11:32 a.m. and these are Central Time, which, interesting enough, that is not a runway commonly used for landing, but they used it in this instant. Anyway, after these aircraft did their final flights, they were all ferried to Roswell in New Mexico, Roswell in Nevada, which is where these aircraft from American Airlines generally get sent. So if you go there, you'll see some 75s, some 76s, a bunch of MD80s now. And so yeah, if you want to see American Airlines aircraft, that's where they are. They generally do sadly get cut up pretty quickly. However, 3 aircraft will be saved. November 9621 Alpha is one of the ones to be saved. November 501 Alpha Alpha, I believe, is also one to be saved, and there's a third one. I don't remember the registration of that one, but that one is also to be preserved. I believe it's 984 Tango Whiskey. I don't remember. Anyway, it's at least 3. And so those aircraft will be preserved. So I hope you guys enjoyed my commemoration to the MD80. And then to end this video, I'll go over basically what my connection is to MD80. So I've been playing spot for a long time, since about 2011-ish, when I really got into really seriously plane spotting. I would go to airports to watch aircraft. And pretty much my entire time, which has been 8 years now plane spotting, I've been seeing the MD80s at these airports. It's been one of the highlights of going to an airport because I really like the way the MD80 looks, particularly with that chrome livery that American Airlines had. So it's really cool to see them, and it is really sad to see the thunderous arrivals and departures no longer a thing. And yeah, it's really sad seeing them go. They served the airline really well, but a new era of American Airlines is starting. So yeah, that's really sad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your American Airlines MD80 story in the comments. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless you.